time to hear from Stephen A. Smith. Sometimes I love what he says, sometimes I can't stand what he says, but that's the beauty of his art, his craft, and what he does. Tom Stevens, your resident psychotherapist, here from RT Mental Breakdown as a therapist to talk to you about news in the world that affects mental health. And today it is Diddy. Diddy has been denied bail. He may never see the outside world again. I can't wait to see what Stephen A. Smith has to say about this. I am concerned about this Diddy situation, mainly because somebody could be involved in this for so long and get away with it. And then if it's true, all of the young people and unwilling people that have been harmed in this and the lifetime effects of it. Without further ado, let's check out what Stephen A. Smith has to say.
Welcome back to the Stephen A. Smith Show right here over the digital airways of YouTube. As we are taping this show, we are monitoring Sean P. Diddy Combs in court. He has pled not guilty. And the prosecutor is arguing that he should be held in jail. He should not be released on bail because he's reached out to witnesses and victims, and some witnesses say they are scared of him.
I can't believe that other video that I did on this where they said he was calling a witness 50 times, like just over and over again, and they're scared. And that's what they're trying to do, is protect them.
According to the prosecutor, they're saying that he's reached out to some victims. The Assistant U.S. Attorney Emily Johnson is the one making this argument to the judge. She says that he's reached out to some victims. After Dawn Richard, a former member of a music group Combs started, filed her lawsuit on September 10th, Combs reached out to another member of the band who publicly denied the allegations 3 days later. Johnson said Combs called and texted other women 58 times in 4 days. Stuff like that, just reading off the report from CNN.com. And Kevin Frazier, you heard him allude to it just a few minutes ago, that what else is going to come out of all of this? Because you know names are going to be dropped and what have you. I'm not attaching any names to this. All I'm doing is...
Can you imagine that? I can't wait to see this trial front and center for people, because the amount of names that must be involved in those freak-offs that he had and days-long parties. I just wonder what names are going to start coming out, and how scared to death these people who have been at these parties are that their name could come out.
Just reading the news, ladies and gentlemen, at this particular point, and giving you my thoughts based off of the news. This is the kind of stuff that I was alluding to when I said we need... Hollywood's in trouble.
Yeah.
Hip-hop, R&B, the music industry. I'm not talking about actors and actresses. I'm talking about Hollywood in terms of the music industry. It's in a world of trouble right now. Because you don't know whose name is attached to P. Diddy. Woo. And you don't know where the dominoes are going to fall. You see, when R. Kelly, with his pedophile ass self, was being pursued by law enforcement, by prosecutors and what have you, it was just him. It was just him. There might have been some people who knew or thought or heard or whatever the case may be, but they wanted him. Okay? They wanted him. When you look at P. Diddy, it almost seems clear. It's not just him thereafter. These are RICO charges. Boy. It's an indictment. It's Homeland Security. Homes raided in Los Angeles and Miami. Computers and laptops and iPads. And
they want a whole list of people. And man, I can't imagine what might be coming out.
Phones and surveillance videos and stuff like that. Confiscated. They did that in May. You're talking about months later, and here they come with this indictment, and they're trying to make it so today, as we're taping this show, if prosecutors have their druthers, they're trying to make today his last day of freedom in his life. That's what they're trying to do. They want him behind bars today.